Hello and welcome to the first in a short series of episodes that I'm going to be doing, which focus on some of the more interesting, well, what I think are some of the more interesting side quests here in Istan. Now, if you're one of the people who's watching my series because you simply want to see the main plot and you're not too interested in going into too much depth about sort of some of the other things, like for instance, this episode's going to be going into about the scarab plague. So if you're not interested in that kind of stuff, then feel free to skip this episode. I'm not going to do anything to do with the main plot. I'm not going to get new armor, any new skills. I'm not going to change anything. So these are 100% skippable. But if you're like me and you want to learn more about some of these things that have been hinted on, like the scarab plague, then feel free to watch on. So this is the first one, and yeah, like I just said, we're going to be doing the scarab plague. So we're back here at the Astralarium. And we're going to speak to this man here, Scholar Chago. Now this is quite a long quest chain actually. So he says, "Aha, you seem rather strong and capable. Would you be willing to do a favour for a wary old scholar? I've been conducting research on the scarab plague, a devastating malady that wiped out nearly the entire population of Istan some 600 years ago. There is very little information on the plague, unfortunately, so it's been difficult to figure out exactly what it was or how it can be prevented from striking again. The ruins around Fahranur may still contain remnants from those days. They are abandoned, so you shouldn't find any trouble there." Sure. I feel a cold coming on already, no thanks. Okay, so, oh boy, I love plagues. Let's do it. So, as we all know, there was a big civilization here on Istan. Let's go back to the Jockinna Diggins. A long time ago, and they all got wiped out, and Fahranur was kind of their capital city. There were primeval kings who ruled from there. And it was really advanced, and it was really amazing, and then just suddenly everything went wrong when this plague hit. So I'm going to kick, I don't know, we'll just have Kos, Meloni and Dunkoro, shall we? Those are the old crew. Those are the guys who's always been with us. Let's go on now. Also, I don't know why, but these past few episodes I felt like my mic's been a bit weird. Like, it sounds really kind of weird, quiet and muted. If you guys are hearing that as well, please do tell me, because then I'll give it a proper look. But, yeah, I'm not sure what would have changed. So anyway, we're back out here at the Fahranur, the first city. Remember last time we were here, this was an actual, in the mission instance. I've never shown you guys. Oh, the quest's already updated. What does it say? Search Fahranur for clues to the nature of the scarab plague. So yeah, last time we were here, we came here as a mission, and we found the Apocrypha. Now we're here just as an explorable area, so all of the monsters will have changed, and, you know, various things will be different. Before we completed the mission, I never showed you guys, but before we completed the mission, if we'd come out here into this explorable area, we couldn't have actually got inside the city. All of the gates would have been shut. But now that we've completed the mission, the way is open to us. I actually love this explorable area. It looks really cool, just with the waterfalls and stuff like that. So around the outside, you find loads of scale, like absolutely tons and tons and tons of scale. And I'll be doing an episode that goes into the scale a little bit as well. In a little bit, so. But yeah, considering we're right near the end of the chapter now, I don't think any of these quests, you know, will pose a threat to us at all. We're probably a bit over-leveled for them, so, but you know what, that's good in my mind. Sometimes it's fun to see me fail, I'm aware of that, but you know, if it happens too much, it's a little bit annoying. So here we're coming up to the ruins now, the big wall. And you'll see that there's actually lots of different ways. Actually, I haven't. Yeah, so we're coming up to this entrance. This is the entrance we actually went to in the mission, but there's lots of other entrances. You can see there's a big chunk of the city down here we've never actually been to. And I'm not entirely familiar with these quests. I'll just let you know now. So I'm not 100% what's in store for us. I went on the wiki and checked, you know, trivia and stuff like that, and you know, it really just does seem as simple as just complete the quest, and that will tell us everything we need to know. So I'm not 100% sure where we're gonna go. So there should be a few surprises in this for me as well, which would be quite nice. So yeah, anyway, hopefully what I was getting at is hopefully we'll go to the southern areas of the city, which we never really extensively saw in the mission. So you might remember actually on the mission episode, just as we were going in, I was talking about a huge group of scale that you can find that don't attack you, but there's loads of them, and these are the scale. These guys are awesome. It's really fun to blow the crap out of them. So it's just me, and let's try and aggro as many of them as we can, shall we? Boom! It's awesome. So this is how I farm sort of my sun spear points on one of the episodes, just killing these things. So anyway, yeah, enough of that. So the door's open, which is pretty great. So, did our quest just update? Search Fahranur for clues. It looks like there must be a clue somewhere around here. What am I missing? The quest markers point into here? Does that mean there's a clue here I'm not seeing? Or is it just pointing us to go inside? I think it's just pointing us to go inside. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Alright, so let's go in. Okay, guys, so I just spent ages wandering around and I was being a retard. There's some weather bones here. Okay, so let's click the bones. It says, these bones have been damaged by the passage of time, but still bear signs of the disease that killed their previous owner. There are spherical indentations and cracks on the surface. Something hard and round grew against them and bent them out of shape. The skeleton is curled in a fetal position, as if the person was in significant pain. Ugh, morbid. Okay, so let's go on. Oh, there looks like there's another clue somewhere up north here. So what else have we got? What else have we got? Oh, okay, so more bones. I'll let my heroes deal with the insects. Strewn across the ground near these bones are the remains of some sort of small eggs or cocoons. So I did actually talk about in one of my other episodes about what the plague actually was. And we're going to learn a lot more about that soon enough. So I'll let you guys piece it together if you don't remember. Alright, so now we're going inside the city. I'd imagine, you know, since this is such a big city, this was probably the place where it was hit hardest. You know how plagues work. Dense populations. Oh yeah, and I've got to avoid this thing as well, don't I? Bad memories of Sorrow's Furnace. Okay, there we go. Shit, lots of corpses. Okay. Oh, what have we got? Okay, so there's an old chest here. Oh, and insects. Fucking hell. In fact, it looks like insects have spawned by every single one of these clues. Could that be another hint? Let's see what we've got. Okay, old chest. After struggling with the chest lid for a few minutes, you finally pry it open and discover a few tattered scraps of paper within. These are the remains of a journal. You can still make out the writing, which paints a very disturbing picture of a city ravaged by plague. Apparently, it struck without warning and spread like wildfire. You know, I like these quests because they're kind of dark, you know. Quite a lot of the time in this game, I kind of like, you know, the more dark, the more kind of, I want to say adult, but that sounds a bit weird. You know, those kinds of plots, you know, quite often it's just, oh, this guy is evil, go kill him. I like it when they go into a bit more depth. If you guys have seen my Prophecies Let's Play, you remember those bleached bones you could find out in the Crystal Desert, and they sort of described what happened to these Alonians when they got to the Crystal Desert, and those were quite, you know, they painted some pretty disturbing pictures, like mothers having to kill their children and stuff. Hey, Pumbaa leveled up. Good on you, Pumbaa. Alright, Resurrection Shrine over here. I'm just trying not to get lost in the city. This huge city. Can we get a bounty, I wonder? Oh yes, we can. Look at all these undead. No wonder I was sent to scout this area. We'd better clear these undead out as quickly as we can. Cormier is offering up a bounty to anyone willing to help out. Undead, no problem. I will try to read those bounty guys a little bit more, but sometimes they say some pretty cool stuff. We'll meet more than just Sun Spears offering bounties as we get further into the Let's Play. And the other guys are pretty cool, I've got to say. And very relevant to Guild Wars 2. Okay, so I can see another chest there, a rusty chest. Let's open it up. Yeah, look, more insects. Insects are definitely spawning by every single clue. Let's pry her open. You snap the rusted lock of the chest and find a dusty journal within. The last written page reads, "This plague is tearing the city apart. It seems to strike without any sort of logic. Young and old alike are devastated by its effects. Those who still survive burn down entire buildings in hopes of cleansing the plague's dire corruption, but it seems hopeless. Word has reached me of a terrible new stage of this plague, and people are claiming that bugs escape from within the boils. I hope that these are only delusions brought on by the plague's effect, but I am beginning to wonder if it could be true." Nice, very nice. Oh, are we going up past that resurrection shrine, or can I go through this passageway here? Oh, I don't know. What way should I go, guys? Oh, a big spider web. Okay, no, I'm going this way. You know, the other thing I quite like about this quest, at least, I'm not sure whether the other quests in this chain are like this, but the other thing I'm enjoying about this is, you know, it's kind of like tomb raiding, kind of, you know, Indiana Jones style stuff. And actually, they said in Guild Wars 2, you guys might be aware, you might not. You can join basically three different factions, and depending on the which one you join, it completely changes the storyline. And one of them is called the Dermond Priory, who are actually named after Dermond, the guy you speak to for the bonus mission pack stuff. But yeah, those guys, supposedly all of the missions you do with them are kind of Indiana Jones, Tomb Robin kind of things, which is pretty great. Oh, more insects. So that's the one I'm definitely going to join. They're kind of the scholars. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so the insects are here, but what are we looking for? I can't see anything. Am I being a moron? What am I missing? Is it one of these? Oh, no, what was that? Oh, a loose rock. Okay. These statues are really cool, actually, aren't they? Alright, loose rock. You move the loose rock and push away some of the dirt to find a hastily scribbled note. It reads, "I leave this note in hopes that it will survive the destruction of our land. By the time you read this, my friend, I will have fled the city. The danger here is too great. I hope your ship arrived before the chaos here closed the port. I will bring your wife and son with me to the old farm where we grew up in Zelen Reach. Fear not, they will be safe there. Whatever you do, my friend, do not eat or drink while in the city. I fear the plague is spreading through the food. I hope to see you soon. Yomindir." There's no way I'm saying that right. Yomind. I'm going to call him Yomind from now on. Okay. So yeah, it's spreading through the food, and if these are like insects, do you know what that means? That means they're laying their eggs in the food. Alright. Okay, so are we going deeper into the city, or is that it? Oh no, that's it. That's the first quest done. So we can go speak to Chago. So we have a lead. It points to Zelen Reach. Now, I'm very much aware that this quest chain's super long. It's like really long. So this will probably be, you know, 2 episodes for On the Plague, and then episodes on the other things later. So, most interesting. What you have found confirms my suspicions. The few written records I have are so crazed that most thought them to be wholly inaccurate. But it seems now that the stories of bugs bursting from within people's skins may actually be true. If you are still willing, you may be able to assist me further in my research. Accept. I have a theory about the plague, but I cannot be certain until I have performed some experiments. If you are willing to help me, I would appreciate if you could travel back to Fahranur and gather spores from the insects that live there. I think they may have had more to do with the plague than I previously suspected. If you can get me at least 10 spores, I should have enough to perform my experiments. Bug squashing time. Are you kidding me? I'm not going back. Yeah, so that actually sounds a bit disappointing to me. This just sounds like a very typical kill 10 rats kind of quest, which Guild Wars is supposed to be very famous for not having. If you have seen my previous series, you'll notice that there's only been 2 quests that we've ever done that are anything like that. One was in Prophecies, where we had to kill like some Minotaurs, which I actually skipped, and one was in the Echo Valled Forest, where we had to kill like 40 Wardens. All the other quests, you know, they're much more interesting than that. Alright, so we don't even have an objective. It's just kill 10 insects and gather 10 scarab spores. So, where are the insects? Shall we go south this time? I'm sure that there's some just outside the city. I'll find an insect, kill 1, and then I'll cut it till the end, because this isn't something that you guys are going to be interested in watching. Oh, party window is open. But yeah, just look at this place. It looks awesome, doesn't it? It's just more scale. I guess the scale are here because of the river. That would be my guess. There we go, here's some insects just down here. Wow, seriously, look at that river, that's awesome. Sorry. Oh, and scale. No, the insects are running away. Come back. There we go, okay. Alright, let's get us some spores. Okay, so the termites are dropping scarab spores, we just pick them up. It's as simple as that. So guys, I will cut it till we've got all 10. We've almost got all 10 already actually, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I'll be able to complete this next quest before the episode is up as well. Excellent, these seem to be in good condition. So, that was a bit of a filler really, wasn't it? Shame. Okay, so he says, now that I have these spores, I'm almost ready to perform my experiment. I've run into a small problem though. I ordered a sack of grain from a friend of mine, Phoneng, who lives on the Isna Isles. He said it'd be here yesterday, but I still haven't heard from him. Could you visit him and pick it up for me? I'm happy to help for such a noble cause. This isn't a noble cause. What's this got to do with the plague? Oh, that's lame. Okay, alright, never mind. Where are we going? Isna Isles. Oh, all the way down here. Which way? Left or right? Left or right? Let's go to the Beckner Harbour. We don't spend much time here. Oh, yeah, and that means we can actually, be joined by our friends, Talcora and Susuke. As for Susuke, by the way, guys, I will be, get ready to basically say goodbye to Susuke. You know, I do these challenges, and I kind of want it to remain a little bit challenging. So when we start the next chapter of the game, Susuke actually won't be joining us. He's a sideline character anyway. He's a bit of a back character. So did I pick? Oh, I didn't pick the right one. Damn it. So yeah. That way, you know, our party will continue growing. I want it to be a while before I have to make the choice. Do I want this hero or this hero? If that makes sense to everyone. So Susuke will probably help us on the attack on Gandara, but after that, kiss him goodbye. Anyway, back on topic. Okay. Oh, so this is where the funeral was actually. Okay, so here's Phoneng. He says, "You there, help me. The Corsairs won't take no for an answer." What Corsairs? Where are you? I can't see you. He's up here somewhere near the funeral. Oh, here he is. Where are the Corsairs? What brings you to this part of the island? You bring us here, damn it. I can't see any Corsairs. What's going on? Oh, no, I see them now. Okay. Easy enough. So what, the Corsairs were holding you up, were they? He says, "Whew, that was close. Those Corsairs were very angry. I can only imagine what might have happened if you hadn't been here." "Oh, Chago sent you? That's right, I nearly forgot. I was supposed to deliver him a sack of grain yesterday. Well, since you're already here, I'll give it to you. This should be enough for his needs. Don't worry about payment. I owe you my life." Wow, okay, so that was very quick. More filler. Hopefully we can do the next one in this this episode. Got a nice sack of grain for you, Chago. Now can we do something interesting, please? Ah, the grain. I'm afraid something has happened while you were gone, though. Ooh, cool, and a twist. Alright, what happened? While you were gone, 3 of the village children snuck up on me and stole some of the spores off of one of my work tables. They mean it to be a joke, but they don't realise what they've taken. Who knows what could happen if they do anything dangerous with one of those spores. Please, go to Zed and Reach and get the spores back from the children before one of them gets hurt. You got it. Talk to their parents. Those kids need a spanking. Nice. Oh, okay, so this isn't good. The plague could break out again. Actually, do you know what, guys? I'm going to end that one there. The children have run off with the spores. We need to save them. We need to stop the plague from hitting. So I will see you next time, everyone. See you later.